Hello, friend, and welcome back to another episode of Jeopardy 1987, first edition, here on the Scotty Euclid channel. I hope you're doing well today. I think I got everything in place. I'm just double checking, making sure everything's in place. I think it is. Let's do it. I don't know if that flubbed up things on, making this nice and big on the screen. I believe I'm a 9-day champion, $114,700. And we'll be going up against Irene. Sorry, I'm messing with this again. And with Dan. Yeah, okay. I got to stop fiddling with this thing. Let's play Jeopardy. Forgive me if I did some audio stuff I wasn't supposed to there. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, sorry. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded. So again, I've kind of forgotten everything I'm supposed to know about how to do this. Here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. We have psychiatry, science fiction, thick and thin, Asia, Walt Disney, and jack of trades, or presumably jack of all trades. Let's start with psychiatry. Did I say psychology? I meant psychiatry for $100. Good luck, everyone. It's the organ operated on in a lobotomy. What is the brain? Yeah, a lobotomy and some tights. $100. Let's keep it going. Psychiatry for $200. He developed the theory of therapy through the interpretation of dreams. Who was Sigmund Freud? Sigmund Freud. Remember, I got to buzz in quick. The computer normally buzzes in very quick, so I've got to do the same. I'll try to read the clues out for everybody as we go. And we go psychiatry for $300. Of moron, idiot, or imbecile, the one having the lowest IQ. Well, that narrows it down for us. 50-50 shot. I'm going to go with what is an imbecile. Nope, picked the wrong one. I didn't know that there was a distinction, honestly. Moron, idiot, or imbecile. The one having the lowest IQ. Irene's going to try to jump in, and she goes with, what is an idiot? Strange question. Strange response. Here we go. Asia now. For $300. Israel's second largest port. Second largest port. My instinct was to say Tel Aviv. I'm going to go with my instinct. No, it's not Tel Aviv. Is it Jerusalem? I mean, technically, isn't that on a lake at least, or the Dead Sea or something? Dan's going to try for it. No, sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan. Hope you're all doing well today, by the way. I'm just diving right in here. I've been wanting to record some more videos for a while and finally get to sit down and do it. I'm so happy about that. Haifa. Forgive me for mispronouncing that. Jack of all trades for $500. Washington columnist who G. Gordon Liddy volunteered to kill. Jacks of all trades. That was Jack Anderson. No idea. No idea what any of that was in reference to. Let's try something easier. Jacks of all trades for $100. Golf's Golden Bear. And that was, or that still is, Jack Nick, how do you spell it? Nicholas. Jack Nicholas. Golden Bear. It's golf reference. Thick and thin for $100. In the proverb, it's thicker than water. What is blood? Blood is thicker than water. All right, try to get back on the plus side. Thick and thin for 2. A liar creates stories out of this. What is thin air? All right, back on the plus side. Thick and thin, 300. You add this to or cornstarch to thicken gravy. What is flour? Yeah, flour or cornstarch. Thick and thin, 400. And the answer is this 1932 Dashiell Hammett mystery features Nick and Nora Charles. Ugh. What is the thin man? We have a neighbor who is named Nick. They named their child Nora. And because I'm a weird person, it always brings to mind Nick and Nora of the Thin Man movies, which I've never seen, but I've seen crosswords. It follows thick if you're callous, thin if you're touchy, skinned, thin-skinned, thick-skinned. Thick-skinned if you're callous. Okay, I get it. Couldn't sweep the category there, but Irene's got control of the board. Jacks for 2. Sweet treat mentioned in Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Take me out to the buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Or Cracker Jack. I don't care if they still make Cracker Jack. It's caramel corn is what it is. Jack of all trades, and it would always come with a little prize, but some cheap sticker or something. Personification of approaching cold weather. Personification of approaching cold weather. Who is Jack Frost? Jack Frost nipping at your nose. It's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas to you. Jacks for 4. The novel Sea Wolf is based on this author's own experience. Who was Jack London? Famous author, White Fang, and books like that. Well, now I'm starting to find my groove. $1,700. Let us go to Asia for 100. Answer in that category, Mount Everest's country. I believe it's Nepal. What is Nepal? Yeah. Of course, Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. Asia for 2. This country is bordered by Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand. It's in Southeast Asia. Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand. What is Myanmar? Or do they want Burma? Yeah, they probably want Burma. Of course, it's now known as Myanmar. Irene's going to buzz in, try to steal the money. Oh, Cambodia. Interesting. I don't think I had the right country. $1,000 now for Irene. Her choice, psychiatry. $500. Here we go. In the Rorschach test, patients read these. What are ink blots? Yeah, it's the famous ink blot test. And they're supposed to interpret what the ink blots mean. Let's finish out psychiatry for $400. The answer is act of a somnambulist. I think I know this. Act of a somnambulist who hopefully lives on the ground floor. Ooh, maybe I don't know. Well, ambulance. Oh. What what is sleepwalking? Yeah. Somna is sleep and like whatever. Yeah, sleepwalking. It's right. Let's move on. Asia for 4. The Gobi Desert accounts for 25% of this communist country. What is China? No, not China. Oh, no, Gobi Desert is in that part of the world, though. Are they referring to the Soviet Union, perhaps? No, Mongolia. I didn't know Mongolia was communist. What is Mongolia? All right. 11 clues left in the Jeopardy round. Asia for 5. The answer is this island nation is located just east of the tip of India. What is Sri Lanka? Or Ceylon? Ceylon? Something like that. I think it has gone by both names. Walt Disney for 100. And we hit the daily double. All right. It's $100. Let's do it. Let's make it a true daily double. First non-human to ever win an Oscar. Who is Mickey Mouse? That's right. Non-human to win an Oscar. I think it was an honorary Oscar, too. Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney for 2. Film which introduced the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What is Mary Poppins? Julie Andrews' Dick Van Dyke movie. And we do Walt Disney again for 3. We're moving right along here, aren't we? Futuristic addition to Disney's Florida Empire. Remember, this is 1987. Oh, futuristic addition to Disney's. What is Epcot? Yeah. So Disney World, I think, was a 70s or an 80s thing, but Epcot Center was the big new thing in the 80s. That's the big ball, the world of tomorrow or whatever. Walt Disney for 4. Filmed in Death Valley, etc. It was the first... What? First feature true life adventure. What is The Living Desert? Filmed in Living Desert. Okay, I've never heard of it. Must be one of those documentary types of films that Disney did. Walt Disney for 5. Disney created Mickey Mouse after losing the rights to this character. Who was Oswald the Rabbit? Can I just say Oswald? Who was Oswald? It was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit or something like that. After losing the rights to this character. Who was Oswald the Rabbit? Disney now has the rights. The Disney company now has the rights again to Oswald the Rabbit as of a couple of years ago. Yeah, strange story. We'll talk about it later. Science fiction creator of The Twilight Zone and Night Gallery. That was Rod Serling. I know The Twilight Zone was a popular TV show. No, they traded the ABC got the rights to Oswald the Rabbit in exchange for giving them like a Monday Night Football broadcaster to NBC. The Orson Welles play that panicked America. What was War of the Worlds? Famous Orson Welles radio play. Science fiction for 300. He wrote The Martian Chronicles and The Illustrated Man. And I do not know. No guess for Irene. All right, down to 1600. Dan's going to give it a shot. Get on the plus side. Who is Ray Bradbury? Okay. I must admit, I'm not a big science fiction guy. I like science, but I'm not really a science fiction guy. Although I appreciate what those science fiction writers do. They do good stuff. Dino De Laurentiis, however you say it. Dino De Laurentiis. Made an epic film of this Frank Herbert classic. Frank Herbert. That was Dune. What is Dune? No idea. Yeah, I like the way science fiction writers think. I just haven't read a lot of it, is all. Aldous Huxley predicted test tube babies in this book. Aldous Huxley. And the book was Brave New World. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. We got a big league. Dan gets to choose in Double Jeopardy, and we'll get to that in just a second. Remember, there are 2 daily doubles in the Double Jeopardy round. Daily values are doubled, $200 to $1,000. And remember, if the computer picks a daily double, The computer just plays it out as a regular clue because that's how the computer works. It's strange like that. Here are the 6 categories for Double Jeopardy. They are American history, love triangles, chemical, classic TV, starts with H, and same name. Here we go. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope competed for her. I shouldn't have buzzed in the road pictures, love triangle. Bing Crosby, Bob Hope. I have no idea, and I'm not going to make you sit there and wait for me to figure it out. I really don't know. I've heard of the road pictures, but I've never actually seen them. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope competed for her in the road pictures, and that was Dorothy Lamour. Dan gets credit for that. He's up to $600, and he gets to choose next. Chemical for $1,000. Here we go. Radioactive element co-discovered by Marie Curie. Wasn't it radium? What is radium? Yeah. Kind of did her in, but yeah, radium. Chemical for $200. The answer is cavity fighter used in toothpaste. And drinking water contains this element. What is fluor? Well, if it's the element, it's fluorine, right? Fluorine. Fluorine. Yeah. It's fluoride that's in there, but the element is fluorine. We go to chemical for $400. Until 1965, it was the primary metal in most U.S. coins. What is silver? Yeah, if you ever find a dime, a nickel, or a dime or a quarter in your pocket change, and it's from before 1965, it's made of silver. Hold on to it. Chemical for $600. Alchemists tried to transmute lead into this. What is gold? Nice work if you can get it. Chemical for $8. And the answer is chlorine and sodium combine to form this common kitchen substance. What is salt? Table salt. Sodium chloride. Did we sweep that category? I have a hunch we did. We have $8,000, and we're going to switch now to starts with H for $200. The answer there, in Greek mythology, this was Achilles' weak spot. What is the heel? What was the mythology? That he was dunked in a river to protect himself, like make him super strong, but the one part that didn't get dunked was his heel because he was dunked by the foot. I don't know. I think that's how the myth goes. Starts with H for $4. Both eggs and detectives can be this. Detectives can be this. I was going to say hatched. No. You can hatch an egg, but what else can you do with an egg? Starts with H. Hard-boiled. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hard-boiled detective. Classic TV. Remember, this was made in 1989, so we're going way back. For $1,000, it's what Betty Budd and Kathy Anderson learned each week. Betty Budd and Kathy Anderson learned each week. Father Knows Best. The old classic sitcom. Classic TV. For $200, the answer is, on this series, Ralph Cramden, shoot, Irene beat me to it, warned, bang, zoom, you're going to the moon, Alice. What is the Honeymooners? One of these days, Alice. One of these days. Classic TV for $400. He created Candid Camera. I think his name was Alan Funt. Yeah. Candid Camera was, this was before my time even, but it was like a hidden camera show, and they do like little pranks. And then, it's funny, I guess. I don't know. Starts with H for $600. A place of safety, or Yale's new town. Yale is in New Haven. What is Haven? Yeah. I think Candid Camera actually was on television when I was a kid in the 90s, 80s and 90s, but I think as kind of like a special, like a one-off deal or something like that. I don't know. It is imposed on a contestant, and I know it, to equalize chances of winning, especially in a horse race. What is a handicap? When you handicap horses. Although I don't think you do that in horse racing. I think you just change the odds. But whatever. That's what they were going for. Starts with H for 1,000. Two-wheeled cab. Popular in 19th century London. And that is a hansom cab. I think that's the wagon that's pulled by the horses. American history for 800. And the answer there is President of the Confederate States of America. And that was, who is Jefferson Davis? No comment about that, but that's the fact. Classic TV for 600. The answer is regulars on his show included Dennis Day and Eddie Rochester Anderson. Oh, I know this. Rochester was, Jack Benny. That was a character on Jack Benny's show. All right, Irene. Same name for a grand. The answer is actresses Jean and Maureen Stapleton. Ah, Jean Stapleton. Wasn't that Edith Bunker on All in the Family? Archie. Love triangles for 6. Sorry for the impressions. Is illicit love for Guinevere destroyed Arthur's kingdom? No idea. Lancelot, Sir Lancelot. Archie. All right. American history for $600. If this doesn't bring in the subscribers, what will? Nicknamed Seward's Folly. Oh, I should pay attention. It was purchased on March 30th, 1867, I think it said. Seward's Folly. 1867 was Alaska. Bought Alaska from the Russians. Boy, imagine if Russia still owned that, huh? That'd be trippy. Same name for 2. Comedians Dean, Dick, and Steve. What is Dean? Oh, what is Dean Martin? Yeah, Steve Martin, Dean Martin, Dick Martin from Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Same name. $400. Sammy, Mac, and Betty. What is Davis? Betty Davis. Mac Davis. I don't know who the other one was. Same name, 600. Singer Roy, TV host Dick, and there you go. I think we had a bit of a repeat here. And partner of Explorer Lewis. TV host Dick. Oh, Dick Clark. That's what we were going for. It was Clark. I thought it was TV host Dean Martin. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm all confused. Same name for 8. And it's a daily double. I don't feel terribly optimistic about this category. I'll go $1,200. Actors Robert, Rod, and Elizabeth. I'm going to go with Taylor. What is Taylor? I got the right one. Yeah, I was thinking Elizabeth Taylor. That's the one that came to mind. $13,400. And we go again with classic TV for 8. Its original panelists included Mr. Surf, I think is how you pronounce it, Miss Kilgallen, Mr. Allen, and Miss Francis. What was, let's see now, which one is it? What was What's My Line, I think is the one. Yeah. Let's all play What's My Line. That was Steve Allen and Arlene Francis, and yeah, it was the old game show. What's my line? American history for 200. He was the second president of the United States, who was John Adams. Of course, George Washington was first, and Thomas Jefferson was third. American history for 400. His steamboat Clermont made its first run in 1807. Who was Fulton? Well, it's Fulton. I don't know. Is Robert Fulton, I think, is his full name. His steamboat Clermont made its first run in 1807. That was over 200 years ago. Robert Fulton is what they wanted. Who was Robert Fulton? Still with 14 grand, we'll go American history for 1,000. These early 20th century writers plowed through the mire to expose greed and corruption. Who were the muckrakers? Rakers? Yeah, the muckrakers. Love triangle for 200. She stole Eddie Fisher from Debbie Reynolds. I don't know. Was it Elizabeth Taylor? I don't know. Who was Liz Taylor? Okay. Probably would have gotten it wrong because they wanted Liz Taylor. All right. 2 clues left, Dan. Love triangle for 8. What Hester Prynne earned for adultery with Reverend Dimsdale. What was the scarlet letter? Scarlet letter A that she had to wear on her shirt or blouse or whatever. And finally, love triangle for 1,000. At this film's end, Rick Blaine sends his lover, Ilse Lund, off with her husband. At this film's end, Rick Blaine sends his lover, Ilse Lund, off with her husband. What is Casablanca? Okay. Fair enough. $2,400 there. I have a ridiculous lead. $13,400 if I did the math right. We'll do Final Jeopardy in a second. As a reminder, only the human players get to play Final Jeopardy. That's me. Computers don't. They just stand pat. It is a runaway, so unless I do the math wrong, I should win this game. And while we have a moment, I'm trying to reach 1 million subscribers by the end of the month. I have 13 to this point, so hey, you can do your part. I set the bar high for that sort of thing. You know what to do if you want to help with that here on YouTube. And now the Final Jeopardy category, we don't need to look at the instructions, is World Geography. And I'm feeling a tad conservative here, so I'm going to go 4,200. That'll give me $20,000 on the day if I'm right. Here we go. At over 3 million square miles, it's the world's largest desert. What is the Sahara? That's right. In northern Africa, that's right. $20,000 on the day. Dan with 2,400, Irene with 1,000. Hey, let's do this again soon, shall we? I think I'm a 10-day champion now. $134,700. And I look forward to playing this again. Join me for another video very soon. There are other videos on the channel we'd love for you to watch. Until then, this is Sky Euclid saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.